Hey Cheyenne, how you doing? Okay, so this is the same presentation that you had submitted for our critique board, so be sure to go through those comments there. My main concern, and I want to address this personally with grading because I just kind of want to give you my personal thoughts on grading as opposed to just writing a couple of sentences down and and having you try to make sense of that. So I just really want this to be specifically clear because this is one of the last, well, this will be the last critique based on design development. From here, this week and next week, we move right into final presentation. So my main concern, of course, is the logo. It's not clear which logo you're going to use because we don't see it anywhere. So that is the biggest problem I see, is that there's no foundational cornerstone for your graphics package, being that your logo is not seen anywhere. So what you're doing is you're creating a package based on these patterns here, and these patterns here. So it's really just a kind of a fragmented presentation of those three elements with nothing really holding it down like the logo. So what I would suggest doing is first definitely go through my comments in the discussion board, critique board, and take those into consideration. And then what I would do is I would just really start working on a solid relationship between your final logo. And I'm guessing this is your final logo because I'm seeing it in some of your sketches. And it looks like you developed a lot of sketches as opposed to, sorry, I'm scrolling around like this, developing a lot of sketches as opposed to starting to place your elements actually in Photoshop. But I'm seeing that right there, which looks like the logo for this logo right here. Then you have some other interesting things here that I think are interesting, like you've got this leaf design repeated, and I think that's smart. I do. I would suggest this. I would say that your fifth element in your supporting graphics should consist of elements from the logo, maybe this, turning that into a pattern, and then the patterns you've been working on. But I don't know if I would use this. This just seems like such an afterthought, and it just came at the very last second, and it seems to be overtaking the presentation. So in other words, instead of having your logo and the textures and patterns you've been working on, you're going straight to using that repeating curvature concept for over and over. So that seems to be taking over the project. So we've got a lot of kind of fragmented presentation here in terms of you've got the repeating curves here, here, and here, but then here you've got something completely different. Then over here you've got something completely different again, and there's nothing really holding them together. There's no glue holding them together, so to speak. So again, what I would do is I would definitely concentrate on moving forward with this final logo and developing your patterns as such. Like I said, I don't even think I would use this. I think it's just confusing things too much and really convoluting the presentation to the point where it becomes fragmented. There's no real glue holding it together. Hope that makes sense. So in terms of grading, what I want you to understand is this, is that, I know everyone's working hard. I know you're working hard, and I know that this is a conceptual assignment, probably one of the first in your undergrad career. So it's difficult. It is difficult. And I'm taking that all into consideration. Excuse me. The one thing, though, that I'm seeing as a detriment to the presentation and your standing in the project as of now is depth and scope of ideations and processes. And I say that because moving into the final presentation, we really should have a series of elements that support the communication of your branding. And as I've been talking about the last couple of weeks, those elements should include things like environmental graphics, large-scale building graphics, event tickets, websites, apparel, print programs, banners, kiosks, arena graphics, vehicle wraps, sporting event graphics, posters, digital media, merchandising, and that's just to name a few. I know one of our classmates even developed a package that shows the concessions package, food packaging for the concessions area for the Olympics, and it's got for the Olympics, and it's got her fifth element and her branding and it's right on the food packaging. I think there's a drink package, a burger, a sandwich package, and a fries package. Really imaginative, and it's really super effective too. So so that is my main concern right there, is that basically the depth and scope of ideations and processes. So I would expect some deductions there. But as I said, moving forward, we just really need some solid glue to hold the package together. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. But I wanted to be sure to give you this personal note on the grading for this week. Thank you.